How we doing, people? Jordan here, back in the Rock Vault for another killer episode of Rockin' Unbox. Today, I have something super cool that obviously not only me now is really excited for, but high school Jordan is really excited for this. Now, before I get into it, a little history of me, as well as being a huge fan of classic rock. A lot of my viewers know Kiss is my favorite band. I'm a huge fan of 80s hair metal, 90s hair metal, all that stuff. But also, I am a really big emo kid. That's right. Emo music, metalcore music, whatever you want to call it. I went to Warped Tour twice in 2015 and 2017. I love all of that stuff. A lot of my favorite bands are metalcore bands outside of the classic rock and the hair metal. So this is, you know what? I'm going to stop talking about it. We're going to open it up and then I'll talk about it. I'm so pumped, dude. How do I tackle this without damaging this? Ooh, was not a fan of that. Dude, this is so cool. Here they are right here. Dude, this is nuts. So here we go. We're gonna take them out right now. Ooh, receipt. So right here I have two albums from one of my favorite emo bands of all time, Sleeping With Sirens. This is their debut album, With Ears to See and Eyes to Hear. And their second album, Let's Cheers to This. Both repressed vinyl. We got light blue with tangerine and violet splatter. And we have opaque bone with red and black spatter. Now, this is so cool for so many different reasons. I grew up with these albums. I unfortunately missed Sleeping with Sirens in their prime, but high school Jordan, 2012, 2013, 2014, when I graduated, rocked these albums so much. And still to this day, I do. I listen to these quite a bit. These songs come up in my Apple Music shuffle all the time, and I always make sure to blast them. Now, as a collector of vinyl, a lot of these bands that came out with these albums only had them on vinyl for a short period of time, and the further back you go with them, the harder they are to find. Now, luckily for me, Sleeping with Sirens just reissued these earlier this year and made these available again. And I knew that I had to jump on them or else they were going to go straight back onto the market, expensive as fuck, and I ain't dealing with that shit again. So here they are right here. Let's cheers to this, and With Ears to See and Eyes to Hear. Now, I actually want to open these up and take a look at them. So bear with me a second as I open them up to take a look at them. So we're going to start with Let's Cheers to This, just because it's the only one left in my hand. How cool is that? Side A. Let's take a look at this. That's cool, dude. That is awesome. Look at that. That is beautiful. Very, very cool. One of the more unique colored vinyl that I have in the collection. Very, very cool. Let's get an up close look at some of that. That's pretty badass. Here is the paper deal. I forgot what that's called. The label. Wow. Very, very cool. I don't know if I want to keep these in the shrink wrap or not. If anything, what I'd like to do is I'd like to take this sticker off and put it on the front of here. I got the sticker off. I think I'm going to place it right back up top where it was originally. And here we are. I like that. Bam. Hype sticker on the vinyl or on the cover, just like they used to do back in the day. You'll see, let's see, what do we got here? Do I have any that have it on there that I can show y'all real quick? I'm not seeing anything yet. Right here. Bam. So take Striper, for example. Boom. Sticker right there. How cool is that? Now, let's open up With Ears to See and Eyes to Hear. All right. So we are about to be looking at the opaque bone with red and black splatter vinyl. Let's take a look at what we got here. Oh, man. Dude, that is cool looking. Now this side looks way cooler. Side A looks way cooler than side B, in my opinion. With all of that coming out of the middle, that is cool. And it's a lot more interesting looking at this now. If you've ever seen videos of how these are created, it's actually a really cool process. Very, very cool. I can't wait to play this. This is awesome. Dude, I can't believe I finally have these. This is so cool. I hope, any Sleeping with Sirens fans out there that are watching this, I hope you guys were able to get a set of these too. If you didn't already have these, or if you had the originals and were able to get these too, because you're psychos like me and have to have all of them, I hope you guys are happy with them, just like I'm happy with them as well. Same thing with Let's Cheers to This. I'm going to see if I can take this sticker off and slap it on the front cover. The other one came off pretty good, so I'm hoping that this one is the same. Wish me luck. It appears that I should be able to. This makes me really nervous. Okay, sticker is off. Let's set that aside real quick. We're going to take the cover out of the plastic. Very, very cool. Look at that. And I am going to place this sticker back in the top right corner where it was originally. It's not really on there straight, but I don't care. It's mine, not yours. So if it's a little crooked, that's okay. Bam. hype sticker on the front cover. How cool is that, dude? This is awesome. So, nothing crazy. Well, nothing really crazy, but a very cool unboxing with two very cool albums from my youth. Sleeping with Sirens with Ears to See and Eyes to Hear. And let's cheers to this. Two monumental albums in emo history. Let's take a quick look at the front and back of these real quick before I get off of here. Very, very cool. And one more time with this one. Oop. Very, very cool. Very, very grateful that I have these. Sleeping with Sirens, thank you so much for making these available again. You know, these two albums were a huge part of the soundtrack to my youth, and I can't thank y'all enough for making them available again. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate all you being here. For anybody that stuck through all the way to the end, like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know I don't like saying that, but like it really does go a long way in helping me bring cool content to you guys. Connect with me in my social media, which is down below in the description, at Jordan's Rockfall on pretty much almost everything. I love meeting new people and talking about music with people, no matter who you are. So with that being said, thank you guys for being here, and I will see you on the next one.